Dang. Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory. Call hello, Allah, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh, Shah, by Hashem, double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone, taught us the truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth, preaching the truth with faith and sincerity, risking their lives and the freedom to do so. Shalom to the Akwap and the Akim out there listening and learning. Lord willing, this is an edifying video. Shalom to the confusion of face brethren joining us to our ranks. This is the brother Yahweh out of the GMS Cleveland Church, a fellow servant coming at you with another lesson through the spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. This is my fellow brother
Shamaria, Shalom, Shalom, Akim.
And basically through the spirit, we doing a video. I came across this article off my Yahoo, and it's about Trump. And it's just funny how, you know, everybody put their trust and faith in these people. You know what I mean? Like, I got another scripture because this is our second time doing it. Through the spirit, I'm gonna bring that out. You know, because ain't nothing about happenstance or chance. Go to Psalms 118. Because you know you got these people actually believe and then they oppress them. Psalms 118, and I believe it's like 14. Put that confidence in man.
That's verse 8. I got it. This Psalms chapter 118, verse 8. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. Okay,
and that's just straight to the point, because at the end of the day, like this article, this is the title. It says, Trump says Congresswoman he insulted. Now, this is the title. This is Yahoo News. It says, Trump says Congresswoman, and it's not woman, it's women, so it's multiple ones. He insulted should apologize to him. Now, I respect his spirit. That's a manly spirit. Edomites are homosexuals, but you know, when like, we was just talking about this at the end. Like, they naturally got that homosexual spirit, but Jake's got it too, and all, you know what I mean? Like, but right now in this kingdom, who's really promoting this homosexual shit, and Jake gonna fall in line because a lot of people that fall in line with, you gotta take time to think about everything reincarnated. They probably was homosexuals and the other ones.
Right. Nothing new under the sun.
Nothing new under the sun. So at the end of the day, this article talks about how Trump insulted Congresswomen. So these is women that's actually bought into the philosophy of this wicked ass place. They actually doing what you're doing. But to show you what kind of spirit he in, he say they should apologize to him. What was the other scripture I wanted to bring out? Obadiah 1:3.
Because that's a powerful ass spirit
right there, man. And through the spirit, we was in the spirit, but we gonna get in the spirit again. As long as the Most High, right? Is that the end? This devil is a prideful, you know what I mean? Like that, like the pride of thy heart is going to deceive him.
This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
And when you go into any kind of history, you know, I remember being locked up amongst niggas and all kind of stuff. Even a nigga, you like, this is the most ignorant dude, but yet still, everybody actually knows that these Edomites, so-called white people, really Edomites, red people, they know that they come from clefts and rocks, and they had to learn. You know what I mean? Why you think? I think through the spirit, like you see them Geico commercials with the caveman. Now they don't show it no more. But now, you know, these Edomites, everybody gotta be clean faced, clean faced. You gotta cut all your hair off your face, because they probably so hurt in the spirit. Because you walked around like a fucking shaggy ass dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right, it talked about that in Job, the 30th chapter. It talked about the true origins of Esau.
God. So at the end of the day, they pride, this is a prideful man. I'm going to bring out a little bit of this article. It says, I'm going to repeat the title again. It says, this is Yahoo News. Trump says Congresswomen, and it's dated July 15, 2019, by Kadia Tubman. She looked like a Judite woman. You know, the Judite women go in. Trump says Congresswomen he insulted should apologize to him. President Trump apparently called on 4 newly elected Congresswomen of color to apologize to him after he said they should go back to their broken and crime-infested countries. The comments were widely condemned as racist, and 3 of the 4 women were born in the U.S. So at the end of the day, y'all all bought into a system, but because this devil is so prideful, he ain't looking at we all like. 'Cause even if you don't think you want these people tamed, I just heard somebody say that shit. Even if you don't think you dealing with them or you're in the system with them, you work for their system. You're on their fucking team. You sold your soul, not realizing you sold it for nothing.
Right, especially if you fucking congresswomen.
Yeah, all them politicians and shit like that.
You
You got something to put my with, bro?
So Marky, you could keep going on that article.
You take your time, brother. I'm continuing. When will the radical left congresswoman apologize to the country? Now these is Trump words. The people of Israel. So he's not talking about the true Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. Those are, there's enough books out here. Come on. I got a brother right here. This is a grown man, but he's my younger brother. You get what I'm saying? This brother knows about books. You go get books that's going to tell you, these people is the Israelite. These people is Israelite. These people is Israelite. When you watch the Avatar, that movie, the Avatar, it really goes in, they don't say Yahweh. Right. But they saying something, and then I watched a brother do a video about it, and it's the same name. I was like, well, damn, they really is. Right. They know it's one power. Now, Cat Williams, I remember Cat Williams made a joke. He said, to show you how off the comedians is, Cat Williams sit up there and said, they worship corn. He literally said some shit like that. Like, that's what I was like. I ain't about to digress. My point is, it's enough books out here now that you should know who the true children of the Most High is.
Right.
And these Edomites don't believe in the Most High.
So that's
Salaki, you bring it up.
Right. That's how you know that they're not the true Israelites. Because even in the ancient days, the Israelites always was connected with the Most High. All right. If Edomites was dwelling in caves and walking on all fours and doing shit like that, then that means the Lord was not dealing with them.
He brought them so low.
So how the fuck they gonna be the Edomites? I mean, how could they be the Israelites then, man?
He brought them so low that he had them walking like animals, like how he did Nebuchadnezzar. And he was put on a certain level, but that's all the most. Everything is based on what the Most High. Everything is His will. I mean. So at the end of the day, I'm going to continue in the article. It says, when will the radical left congresswoman apologize to the country? The reason why I went into the little rant is because of the simple fact, they keep on calling these fake ass Edomites the fucking Israelites. These motherfuckers talking about, the scriptures never said, okay, these motherfuckers so proud, they'll rewrite the Bible. They'll try and rewrite the Bible if they can. Like, this is how wicked these motherfuckers is. Like, listen, it says in scripture you ain't supposed to eat pork. How the fuck is this kosher pork? Because you say it's kosher? So therefore, how the fuck is they possibly the people? It says in scripture, Salaki, it says in this article, what do you say? When will the radical left congresswoman apologize to our country, the people of Israel, and even to the office of the president? So not only do he want you to suck the dick of the country, he wants you to suck another country's dick, and then he said, and apologize to me too. He got to be in there too because he proud.
Right, come on.
For the foul language they have used. Now, they never cussed him out. I'm going to read it because they're going to say what they said. And the terrible things they have said, Trump tweeted Monday. So, yeah, it's only Tuesday. So, this happened yesterday. So, many people are angry at them. See, Trump is a master of manipulation. He's an Edomite. He's a true Edomite. At them and their horrible and disgusting actions. Trump's foul language jab was apparently referring to Representative Rashida Tlaib, Democrat of Michigan, who once vowed, and it's funny, because, no, that's Chicago, because you got the dyke bitch, that's the mayor of Chicago, right? Yeah, right, so that's, I'm thinking, okay, Salaki, who once vowed that Congress would impeach the motherfucker. Yo, she did cuss him.
So, yeah,
but he is a motherfucker.
Listen,
if you Salaki, let me just say this real quick. At the end of the day, when you go into Trump's history, his father made a lot of money off of building projects for our people. He fucked, and look at our people now.
Right.
And listen, if you ever go into the whole term motherfucker is they was fucking our mothers. The slave was calling you a motherfucker. Real talk. Man, like I said, you gotta remember these Edomites was fucking the men. The most basest people in the world, and you think these people is the people with the most high? Trump lashed out again against foul language in the following tweet. And this is the same dude say, I grab him in the pussy though. You got some scriptures, brother?
Brother. This is Psalms chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
And who is the wicked? If you go in the book of Job 9:24, it tells you. If you go in the book of Malachi, right, that's the best one. Because when you read Malachi, it goes into who the wicked is, and then every time you see the wicked, it's going to revert back to them same motherfucking people. Salakia, but it's the truth. I ain't you know what I mean? Like, no, because I ain't touching on the scriptures. I hate them fucking people. Like they the proudest, most like, oh yeah, I can't do no wrong. That's why they gonna get. You thought you was low when you was hollering at the moon and shit.
Right? Because Edomites was doing that shit, man. Acting like they was, man. Edomites are animals, man.
Hamites sit up there and said we had to teach you some shit, and the Hamite loved. A heathen said I had to teach you. Dumbass.
Another fucking heathen had to teach another heathen.
Right. So just show you how low you was.
Okay, this is Malachi chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord.
Who did he love? He loved the children of Israel. As he made his laws, statutes, and commandments with the children. He made a covenant. See, they always want to try and misconstrue and confuse this. It ain't shit. They want to misconstrue. Because they want you. That's how you know this is a place of confusion. It's direct. He only loved the people he made a covenant with. He didn't make a covenant with the whole world. Why are you playing with us, though? Go ahead, brother.
It says, verse 2, I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
And then our people are so stupid because they want to be just wicked. So, like I say, I mean, that's for another lesson. But they just like naturally buck up. But that's all through the Most High. He know who truly love me. He know he don't. He created you.
Right.
He put that spirit for you to buck up against and in you. Continue, brother. Or if you got something to say.
No. It says, was not Esau Jacob's brother?
Right. That's two brothers. Slaki. It's two brothers. So when you go into why so much animosity and enmity between the so-called white man and the red man, for real, because that's the real red man. I've met Indians. They ain't red.
Right.
I've been around so-called white people though. They get red. You know what I'm saying? Like the fuck. So at the end of it, that's why the so-called white man and the so-called black man, when I ain't black. And if I get mad, I'm not gonna get that. I'm gonna get black if I stand on the sun too much. But my face might be black and my skin still will be brown. At the end of the day, that's what the reason why, because it's a spiritual thing. And this ain't just starting now, but at the end of the day, y'all got to do some kind of work. I don't get tired. It's like I'm tossing the jewels at twine. Bring the rest out, brother, because the point is in 3, right?
Verse 3, and I hated Esau and laid.
I hate it. And if you go into that word hated, and the brother probably can't go into it, but at the same time, I mean, I got a concordance, but when you go into the word, it's literally I hate. It's not no. Like I've heard all kind of different definitions for, they just don't like him as much. In certain, it's one scripture, the apostle just did a video about it. It's in Luke. When he compares the mother, the love for your parents and the love for the Most High. That's the only one that say love less, because your parents have a demon on them. How you go off, you can't do that. You know how many testimonies is in the truth when brothers had to pick and choose which.
Right.
So at the end of the day, that's how you know it's a difference. No, that literally means he hate them. Continue, brother.
It says, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Keep going.
Verse 4, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
And that was the point I wanted to get at. So that's the truly wicked. So when you see certain scriptures like Job 9 and 24, it says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. You know, it's books, the book of Psalms talk about the wicked. You know, and then when you read the characteristics of certain people, the most wicked people on the earth is a certain group of people. I done worked a lot of jobs, right? Only an Edomite might be up there and tell you one thing, have you confide in them, go ahead, yeah, give me your money, and yet then to leave, they it's just different. And if you ain't never experienced it, you probably will never will. But at the same time, like, it's a reason why this is a go-to scripture, because it's literally labeling a group of people, wicked ass people. Enough said. You want to go through another scripture, or you got something to elaborate on or something?
Well, I'm going to just finish this out. It says, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
Forever. And that's beautiful that you finished that up. Because that means you have no, what's the word? Forgiveness coming.
No salvation.
You set up to be destroyed. He let you have your way. That's and when you take time, I got one code for you. When you take time to think about it, you had your way all this time. So don't get mad when you gotta pay, because we had to take the pay. So when it's beautiful for us, we gonna be happy. The people that make it through it, they gonna be like, wow, the reward gonna be so great. So that means when you done had your way all the time, so when your punishment comes, the punishment gonna be so great.
It's gonna be all the more sweeter.
Right.
And then, especially when the Lord get rid of the whole nation of Edom altogether. All right, this is Obadiah chapter 1. I'm going to read verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble.
And let me go into that, because at the end of the day, that's two different kingdoms, because we was a group of 12 tribes in two different kingdoms, but we all one people. So at the end of the day, it says the house of Joseph and the house of who? Israel?
The house.
And then you said the house of Esau. So that's that group. That's that group of people, or Edom.
Esau.
Okay, so that group of people. So these is all, like I said, these are all different tribes and peoples. But like I said, Israel and Jacob. When you, like I said, words. I mean, you know, like when you know the scriptures, like my demon actually knew the scriptures when I first came to the truth, and I didn't. She thought she knew them, but then I asked her one day. I said, "What's the difference between Israel and Judah?" They're the same thing. But anybody that's really in the truth should know there's a difference. You got the southern and the northern, right? So that's one group of people. Esau is a totally different people. And you read the scriptures, what Esau do? Esau hated us since the Old Testament, right? And then in the Roman times, when they was ruling the world, what happened?
They took us
over. So at the end of the day, and it said Esau gonna be a what?
It says Esau for stubble.
Right. What do you know what stubble mean? So if we go look up the word stubble, is want me to get it real quick?
You can look up that word stubble. Because it say that I'm gonna read this back. Obadiah 1 and 18. For the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken. So the Lord said ain't gonna be no more remaining in the house of Esau, man. Alright, so any other camp that's preaching that Edomites can make it and all that shit, the Lord, this scripture cuts all of that, man. Alright, Esau gonna serve his 1,000 years of slavery. Then after that, his whole nation gonna be cut off. But you got that word. You got the word stubble.
But you got to remember though, like it's stumbling blocks on this thing. I got it out the KJV dictionary definition: stubble. Stubble, the stumps of wheat, rye, barley, the stumps, oats or buckwheat left in the ground. Part of the stalk left by the scythe or the sickle. So, have you ever seen something have you ever cut up celery or cut up some kind of like herb.
Con.
So you're using all the part that you can actually cook with, and the rest of the shit.
The rest is just bullshit that you just toss to the side.
So therefore, that's what Esau is.
Just bullshit that you just talk. Hey, the scriptures say that like the heathen is like spittle. Like spittle, like spittle. You know, you were talking that little piece of spit fly out. Nobody worry about that little piece of spit, man. Or if you got a bucket of water and a drop of water, ain't nobody worried about that little drop of water, man. That's how Esau. Esau is just some bullshit.
He has a purpose, but his purpose ain't what he think it is.
His purpose is what's going on right now.
Right, man. You meant to be the wicked. Like I said, you got the hand and the hammer of the earth right now. And, you know, I thought of Thor when I just said that, because at the end of the day, like, Thor had that hammer, he was a bad motherfucker. But at the same time, if you ever really watch the movies that they came up with while we alive, Thor didn't the Most High take Thor power from him? Right. You gonna take that shit from you. You fucking devil. You got another scripture, brother?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back in this Isaiah. This Isaiah chapter 14. Isaiah chapter 14, and I'm going to read verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend unto heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And
that's basically going into, when you go into Isaiah, that, you know, like I remember when I was in the world and people trying to teach me the scriptures, they told me, that's Lucifer, that's the devil. The devil took the throne. No, that's this Edomite that actually acting like he believe in the Most High. But he thinking, not realizing the Most High gave you
this power.
Like even the ideas of, to be able to build a construction, a building, you know what I mean? Like when they came up with the fucking the ICBM, Most High gave you that. Right. But you thinking that you really, that's why they try to come up with this transhumanism shit.
Exactly.
They thinking they gonna live forever because they think they that's how you know that they not really truly the people.
Because
Jake won't have some kind of humbleness, a believer. Yeah, Jake naturally, they might be in the wrong spiritual, like they might be heathenistic or Hellenistic. They might be fucked up. You know, they heathens, but they believe in something. They just ain't. I'm the whole power. Then we got some Jake. I mean, you know, it's just, you know, that's why I hate this place with a passion.
You gotta hate this place with a passion, man.
It's confusing. Too much confusion. You know what I'm saying? You can tell your brother unless you. Unless you want to continue with the article.
Yeah, you can continue with the article.
I got like one script, but I'm waiting for the spirit to switch a little bit, bring out what I got. Because at the end of, like I said, Esau wicked as fuck. We ain't gotta read the whole thing, let's say, because
just the main points.
Well, I've been reading it, but it ain't a long article like that either. It says, then it goes into the one chick. It says,
hey man, see, Trump don't even control shit, man.
He right on.
The elites, the so-called Illuminati, man. You know those banker families, the fucking Rothschilds and Rockefellers and all of them, man. They using Trump and all these Congress people and all these people that you see on the news. They using all of them as puppets.
They use everybody as puppets. Cause what was that? You ever seen Coming to America? They trying to remake a new one. It's funny to me, and the motherfuckers gonna go watch that shit. Now these motherfuckers old as fuck. Y'all gonna watch it. But you know what? He'll make money off it because it's like y'all been together all this time. I don't know how they gonna spend it. But my point is, what did he say? He was like, remember she was fucking with the guy he thought was rich, and then he met Akeem. Akeem, he said, shit, he make him look like a welfare king. So Trump's supposed to be a billionaire, but these elites make Trump look like a fucking welfare case. At the end of the day, it says the 4 newly elected Democratic women who call themselves the Squad are Talib, Ocasio-Cortez, Ayanna Presley of Massachusetts and Ihan Omar of Minnesota. Omar became a refugee at age 10 when a brutal civil war devastated Somalia and dominating country in East Africa, and became a U.S. citizen in 2000. And I think you brought up a scripture about that, because in this bitch mind, she been over here for
right.
So she thinking she's American, but you showing the bitch no.
Right, because ultimately she not an American.
Right. But it's a philosophy.
Right.
You got people. That's what all these women, like I say, it's gonna be harder to get a woman that's actually people that got vested interest in America is not gonna get this place up like that. That's why I say in the scriptures that it's harder for a rich man to
go through a needle.
Right. Well, we ain't saying it right. It go a little different, but like I said, it's easier to go through a needle or a camel go through the needle's eye or something as opposed to a rich man
entering into the kingdom.
Exactly. He want to hold on what he got.
And that's a perfect example. Because Yahweh Shah had to deal with a nigga like that, man. That wanted to hold on with everything he had, but he was going off. Salakia. And this is how you know we the Jakes, man. Because everything we deprived from, man. So anytime we do get a little bit of, little something, we want to hold on to it. Right. Because we deprived from it.
But then, if you in this truth for real and you really believe, like, know what I was doing? I was learning, like, especially when I was homeless. Like, I was trying to pay the tithes, and they wouldn't expect me to, but I would pay them. And I'll never forget, the one brother got mad, because he like, shit, he homeless and he trying to pay some money, y'all ain't even fucked up, and y'all ain't even paying y'all tithe. He flipped out. So at the end of the day, but I mean, you gotta remember, that's what I said. The Most High designed this perfectly. You gotta remember, you can't. It's something that the brothers always speak on. They say, you ain't got arms long enough to box with the Most High. You're not gonna outthink the Most High, none of it. Right. I mean, like, how you gonna beat the Creator? The Creator, he actually got the spirit, and that's why a nigga can't get this truth. A nigga get the truth and get the spiritual power and try to fight the Most High. I seen dudes try to fight their daddy and shit. Right.
This is and this is just touching on how basically Jake want to hold on to the world and shit.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna make this quick, not to digress. This is Luke chapter 18 verse 12. It says, I fast twice in the week. I give tithes of all that I possess.
Yeah, you got straight.
And the publican standing afar off would not lift up so much as his eyes into heaven, but smote upon his breast, saying, God be merciful to me, a sinner. Verse 14, I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. For everyone that exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. Exactly. So in this case, you have the publican. He was basically trying to make himself seem holier than thou. And then you had the other man, Salakia. You had the Pharisee. Trying to make himself seem holier than thou, talking about how he give alms, how he fast twice a week. But then you had the publican. He was in a humble spirit, man, and he asked that the Lord be merciful unto him because he was a sinner. So the Lord gave favor unto that publican, man, because he was more sincere.
He was more sincere. I didn't mean to cut you off. He was more sincere, and like I said, and the thing is with that Pharisee, with the young rich man, there's a young rich man, right? At the end of the day, he believed. But at the same time, like you said, he was stuck in the world. And that's why I've heard multiple elders have been in the thing for a minute and said it's better to be more lowly on this side. Because the more you got on this side, it's gonna weigh you down on this side. Because you're gonna have to, like since we brought up that needle of the eye, that scripture, people think it's actually a needle going through the camel's eye. It's actually, if you ever go look that up, it was a door. Like the cities used to have a big ass gate.
The
and
entrance.
the entrance was a little door, and that was the camel's eye.
Right.
And if you was a merchant that actually had, spirit, it's spirit work. But probably multiple brothers. But Lord said, that's beautiful. Obviously, I gotta give you a sweater.
You could.
But no, I would have to do something. But long story short, so if you was a merchant and you got all your wares on this camel, and if you ever watched any movies or whatnot, the camel could carry a lot of burdens. So it might be 3 times the size of the camel. But the door to that little, because they're not opening the whole gate unless the army going out. So that little door might not be big enough for that camel. So you had to take all that shit off.
Unload the whole camel.
Right.
And then the camel got to dump down.
Right.
Try to slide.
So that's what that meant. So the more you try to hold on to over here, it's harder for you to walk that gate and get into the kingdom. I got one scripture. I mean, I know you in the spirit or whatever, but I got one scripture.
Go ahead. You can pull your scripture.
No, because when I ended. Like,
all right, right, and basically to
well, I'm gonna read the paragraph and then I'm gonna
to circle this around. Esau exalted himself, man, and with that it says, one that exalted himself shall be abased. So Esau exalted himself. Okay, Trump exalting himself, but the Lord gonna abase him, man. Humble, bring him low, man. And this man is gonna lose everything he possesses.
So I got a scripture in there, but I wanted to, because it's a part. I forgot where I skipped it. It went into Trump got the feud with Pelosi, and I know everybody should know about Nancy Pelosi. And there's a part in here I was gonna read though. They like. This right there. Well, no, I'm gonna get straight from me. No, I was saying basically, if the tablet was on, I could actually let y'all, because I like to let them see when I'm reading. But it says it was talking about Pelosi. Some kind of way it went to Nancy Pelosi. You know they got a rivalry. That's a bitch bucket. And then to show you how it's really the curse is hitting them, this Edomite bitch is hitting. But that's the main opponent to him. Wow. Show me my opponent. That bitch is getting at his ass, dude, got him mad. I mean, he's smooth with it. I mean, he ain't smooth though. He ain't no Obama. Obama was a smooth ass nigga. I mean, he ain't no Jake. But I don't know. I mean, like they put him in some shit. Like I still try to figure out about Obama. Like, he got some like he's smooth. You know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna lie. But it says Pelosi, however, let me see something. It said. Trump had injected an ongoing feud between House progressives and the Democratic establishment over a border spending bill when he called out the 4 freshman congresswomen. Last week, after Ocasio-Cortez had accused the Speaker of the House of persistently slinging out women of color, Trump defended Pelosi. I'll tell you something about Nancy Pelosi that you know better than I do. She is not a racist, he said. Now watch this. It says Pelosi, however, rejected Trump's xenophobic comments. So he trying to get cool with the he trying to get cool with the bitch. But guess what she did? That anonymity between them. Pelosi, however, rejected Trump's xenophobic comments meant to divide our nation, tweeting when at real Donald Trump tells 4 American congresswomen to go back to their country, he reaffirms his plan to make America great again. Has always been about making America white again. So at the end of the day, that's the whole point of me bringing out this article. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, your country is divided. We could have went into Isaiah 19:19. You know what I mean? That's proving it right there. Like, you know what I mean? The Egyptian against the Egyptian, and you know these Edomites are actually the real Egyptians today. But I got a scripture, and I'm gonna let the brother, if you got any closing precepts or something. But at the end of the day, this is the book of Proverbs 24:17. Because at the end of the day, we ain't supposed to actually worry about this shit. If you a man of the Lord and you really believe in this truth, it's gonna get way worse than it. This book of Proverbs 24:17. Rejoice not when thy enemy falleth, and let not thy heart be glad when he stumbled. At least the Lord's. No, that ain't what I wanted. This is what I wanted. It say, fret not thyself because of evil men. This is Proverbs 24:19. Salaki. Proverbs 24:19. Fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be thou envious of Salaki. Now, neither be thou envious at the wicked. And that's again a wicked.
Come on.
Right. Verse 20. For there shall be no reward to the evil man, the candle of the wicked shall be put out. This motherfucking devil gonna get his just rewards. Flat the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's hard to see it because, you know, we catch so much hell on this side. Even 2/3. The men of the Lord to show you how cold the Most High is. Men trying to do the right thing catch a lot of hell more than the wicked motherfucker. But at the same time, it's all for a purpose. And you gotta remember, we all in sin. But at the end of the day, if you trusting that this devil is not gonna get no kind of recompense, you a fucking fool. Right. Most High is, like I said, he said he requires what has passed. That's in the book of Ecclesiastes.
We can wrap it up. I got something to close out on. Salakia, because going into how Esau is going to receive a recompense, and that's exactly what it's going to be, man. You know, this man, slavery. This nigga put us
slavery. I mean, come on, just man, like look at the atrocities he's doing now. Listen, even the people that's alive today, he done polluted our water. He done did all this.
This devil not about to get on scot free.
The fuck? All you care about is like, man, and then sit up there and want to try and make it sound like you got such a righteous fucking society and how you just this for this and for that, but you really for wickedness. You a piece of shit. I hate this fucking devil.
This is 2 Thessalonians 1:6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And that's what the Lord gonna do. Hey, Esau is the one that's troubling us right now with his crazy ass oppression that he putting on us. So with that being said, the Lord is going to recompense trouble unto him.
That's right. So,
you can close out.
So at the end of the day, this devil gonna get his due rewards, because at the end of the day, it says in the book of Revelations that the Most High sending the Son, he coming back with his reward for those that did wickedness and those that did righteousness. Everybody getting a reward when he come back. Right, everybody gonna get it. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory. Call halal, la, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who taught us this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth, who's in truth, perfect, and sincerity, wishing their lives and the freedom to do so. Shalom to the Akwaf and the Akim out there listening and learning. Lord willing, this is an edifying video. Shalom to the confusion of faith, brethren, join onto our ranks. Lord willing, we able to come back with another lesson. Hopefully it was edifying. And until next time, shalom, and
Abad Babal.
Shalom.